Hey, folks. Welcome to Tigs tonight. We've got a wild ride ahead in this one, gang. We're going to be talking Minecraft madness. Never thought that we would be, honestly, never thought we'd be talking about Minecraft on this show. We're going to talk on it. We're going to touch on it. Smashburger Secrets had a video that's basically kind of going viral. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Read some of these insane responses. And we're going to talk the cheesy truth. Yeah, I'm being corny tonight. Going to talk the cheesy truth behind some surplus of cheese rumors. I don't know how I went down this rabbit hole, but we're going to go down it together tonight. Typical Tiggy. Classic Tiggy. Plus, some pretty freaking big news to share about the show. So stick around. But before we jump in, make sure that you hit that like button, that subscribe button. Visit tigsbits.com. All right, gang, let's jump in. Let's see who all we have in here tonight. Oh, yeah. What's up, brother Paul Rogers? What is happening, my man? Bob Cook, the legend. The legend Bob Cook. Oh, yes. Mr. Brian Gilson, what's up? What is going on? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Bug, our buddy Brant Marshall. Need to have you pop in on one of these live shows that we do. Would love to have you. Who else we got in here? Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, the one, the only, the man of the hour, the MVP, Mr. John Sticker! Yes, sir. Let's go, John. Let's go. Oh, hell yeah. We got Nick the Gun Guy. What's up, dude? Good to see you. All right. Is the video froze? Anyone else? Yeah, I'm showing that I'm having some issues, so y'all let me know. Before I dive too deep in here, I may need to reset my dang internet and then jump back in. Y'all let me know. Were y'all able to see me, hear me, feel me? We working? Is it going? Y'all let me know. In the chat. I'm going to stall for a minute. Hopefully, y'all can see me. So y'all just let me know. Reset. It's froze. All right. Good deal. I'm going to be back. I'll be back shortly. All right, all right, all right. We're back. We're back. I look to have a good connection now. I'm just going to start this whole thing over. Y'all let me know if you can see me, you can hear me, you can feel me. If we're back, baby. John Costeca says that he is time for a bourbon while we wait. While we wait, as my friend Stale Cracker says, we rehydrate or we hydrate. All right. Well, look, wouldn't be any fun if we didn't start off a little bit rough. So I'm just going to start this all over right from the top, gang. Pretend that never happened. That's the beauty of the live show, the beauty of being able to edit this after the fact, the beauty of being able to edit it after the fact. So let's start over. Welcome to Tigs tonight. We have a wild ride ahead, as we already have had, no doubt about it. Tonight we're going to talk Minecraft madness. I never thought we would talk about Minecraft on this show. Smashburger secrets. There have been some crazy takes about Smashburgers in our stuff, which is fun. The cheesy truth behind those surplus rumors. I went down a rabbit hole somehow or another. Pointless, mindless stuff. I'm going to share it with you. Why wouldn't I? Plus, got a bombshell at the end of this one, folks. Got a bombshell. Some big news to share about the show. So stick around. But before we jump in, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and visit tigsbits.com. Gang, it's so good to see y'all in the chat. Thanks for helping me out. Looks like we're good to go. Terry Wayne says, Brother Paul, good to go. Good to go. So it's good to see everybody in here. It is good to see everybody in here, and appreciate your patience tonight while I had to fire up the old computer and get it going. I don't know what the heck happened, man. I don't know. Anyhow, doesn't matter. We're ready to rock and roll. Hey, I'll tell you, first of all, I've got to talk about, and I didn't even have this in my show notes, but as we were talking about that, and we talked about Stale Cracker there at the top, I did go to this crawfish cook-off, Stale Cracker's two-step deal, kind of just slipped in. Wasn't sure if the weather was going to permit me to be able to do that. There were multiple things that we were talking about going and doing. We ended up going to do that because, dang it, I wanted to eat crawfish on my birthday weekend. So we did $40, all you could eat crawfish, jambalaya, gumbo. They had vendors out there. They had all kinds of stuff. I mean, I got my birria taco from our friends at Farm and Fire. Just that thing slaps. I know some of y'all have seen the short video, but good Lord, man, it is easily the best taco I've ever had in my life. Like, it isn't even close. And the seasoning that they use to do that, man, they've just got so much going on. I can't wait to introduce more and more of them to y'all as we do more collaborations and stuff like that. We've talked about things. We're definitely going to be doing that. But man, the crawfish were so good. Ran into so many different people. Rusty's, our boy Rusty, he just dominated once again, had the best booth. I think he had second or third place gumbo. Our friends Rach and Cajun Cooking, their team won along with KP and her husband Sky. Really awesome. Their crawfish were phenomenal. That was the first ones I had because they were right next to Rusty. Just had a dang blast, man. So much fun. So many festivals always going on in Louisiana. Every single weekend there's something. There's a BYOB or Bring Your Own Burger or something. I'm sorry. I know I'm butchering it. That's going on this weekend. Look, go follow our friends at Travel to Boot. And they are on top of everything. You can find them on Facebook, on our Facebook page. They're on top of everything and all the events that are going on around here locally in Louisiana. And I know that we have a lot of people that listen outside of Louisiana as well. So if you ever wanted to make a trip, come down here, see what's going on. I've seen, like, Mike Rucker has said something on a Facebook post about, are these accents real? Yeah, they are. They are totally real. Everything is Like, it's just a diverse state and always a good time. Just always a good time. So had to mention that here right at the top of the show. So much fun going to that, and I can't wait to go again next year. I also got asked throughout all of this, and I mentioned that in our Bubba exclusive show that'll be dropping later on this weekend. More to come from that. I've been asked to be a judge at the City of Lights Crawfish cook-off, which is happening May 17th. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to do that. So, yeah, let me jump into what the show, what I kind of teased it about. I can't believe that I'm actually going to be talking about Minecraft on this show. And let me get this thing reset up, too, because with those little technical difficulties that we had, I lost it. But that's no big deal. It's no big deal. But, yes, so this whole Minecraft movie, I know that a lot of y'all have probably not seen it. And I can also say probably are not going to see it. I feel confident in that. But I had a blast. So it was my son's 13th birthday, and he finally got to have all his homies with him and took them all to the theater to go see Minecraft the night that it came out. And crazy crowd, to say the least. Like, I was not expecting that. And I know about Minecraft. I mean, I've watched Riley, I've watched my daughter, I've watched them play it over the years, but I've not I don't know all the little intricacies and all that's in there. In fact, my daughter, I told her that I was going to talk about this on the show tonight, and she was telling me some inside iggies, if you will, about Minecraft that I didn't realize, and some little nuggets that were in this movie. Number one, highly entertaining movie. I don't care if you play Minecraft or know anything about it or not. It is entertaining. It is moving. Jack Black just seems to be that guy. He's that guy. Whenever you have that kind of movie, he's your guy. You call him. He's going to be in it. Jumanji, whatever. Bring in Jack Black. You know it's going to kick ass, and that's what that one did. It was fun. It was just a lot of fun. He got Aquaman in there, so it's highly entertaining, to say the least. But what I wasn't expecting to happen while I was in there watching this movie was people going nuts. And that's exactly what happened. I mean, you had kids freaking clapping. People were yelling. There's just a ton of energy that happened in this movie, especially in the chicken jockey scene, which is just, I mean, people are losing their damn minds. It beats all that I've ever seen. So much, in fact, and why I'm even talking about this is recently someone brought a dang live chicken to the theater, and they've been arrested, and like, people are getting kicked out of theaters over this movie and stuff. Like, who would have ever thought? It's freaking Minecraft. I just think it is hilarious. Freaking hilarious. So anyhow, watch this clip. This is crazy. God. I mean, dude, seriously. I mean, oh my goodness. That's just crazy. That's just crazy to me. I mean, what the hell else? I mean, what's going on in this world to where that happens? I'm not going to lie. I mean, we had a row of young fellas in front of us. My daughter, it was me, my wife, my daughter, and what felt like 14 boys, but I think it was 7 or 8, maybe 9. I don't know. It was a bunch of us. And we had basically the whole back row. We had this whole row in front of us. And whenever all that scene happened, they were jumping up. It was just chaos. Yeah, Haley says us Minecraft fans can unite. That's what's happened. She loved it so much. I mean, it was crazy. I'm telling you, it was just something that there have been obviously movies that I've been to where people start clapping, they clap at the end, or you get the Iron Mans or the Avengers movies and stuff like that, especially the last one, people clapping, crying, laughing, stuff like that. But I just don't know of a movie that I've ever been to where people lose their damn minds like this and are going this crazy. Now, granted, it's a lot younger crowd than us that is typically watching this show, so I feel like an old boomer, old man, even talking about it. But how can you not talk about that? Number one, it's trending, and it's happening all across the country. There's going to be more copycat stuff. I just think it's damn hilarious. So, a lot more to hopefully come from that. Just craziness. I don't know if y'all have seen this. This is something that came out earlier today in Los Angeles. Jillian Lauren, who's married to Scott Schreiner, he's the bassist for Weezer. He was at home with her kids when something kind of scary happened. People were chasing people who had run away from this car crash, and one of the people jumped into their yard thinking there was a stranger in her damn yard. Jillian got her legal gun to protect her family, and then a neighbor said that Jillian might not have known the police were there because maybe she couldn't see her. But bottom line, she got shot. And they did not kill her, but she was arrested for attempted murder amid a manhunt from this suspect in Beverly Hills. I'll show the little news clip here, and and then I'm gonna read the comments because I mean it's a terrible thing. She didn't die. We'll dive a little bit more into it here in a second, but crazy is what it is.
The woman shot by Los Angeles police following a hit and run on a freeway in Eagle Rock. I'm David Ono.
I'm Ellen Leva. Just minutes ago, we learned that Jillian Schreiner was shot by officers during a search for the hit and run suspects. According to police, officers were searching a home in the neighborhood for one of the suspects when they spotted Schreiner standing in her front yard next door, armed with a gun. They claim that she ignored commands to drop the weapon, and that's when officers opened fire. Schreiner was taken to the hospital and treated for a non-life-threatening gunshot wound. We ran her address, and it comes back to Jillian and Scott Schreiner. He is the bassist for the band Weezer.
That breaking news, we have new information.
There it is. Yeah, crazy, but the comments, gang. Let me pull them over here so I can read these comments. The comments that came from this, that is what's freaking just the best. It's everything you would think it would be. Of course, say it ain't so. And we can joke a little bit about this now because she's alive. Okay, and hopefully it doesn't sound like she's involved. She's a New York Times bestseller. She's 51 years old. Sounds like she was just protecting herself. Things got sideways. I mean, it sounds like the police screwed this deal up to me, just from an outsider, just kind of hearing what I'm hearing. I don't know, man. I don't know. But Beverly Hills, that's where I don't want to be. Every lyrical, these are comments that are in there. Every lyrical comment I could possibly think of has already been said in this thread, said somebody. It's just so great. It's just so great. I mean, if you're a fan of Weezer, I love Weezer. My boy Bob, who hangs out with me a lot, big Weezer guy. If you want to destroy your shoulder, point this gun as I walk away. And I walk away. Crazy. Total hits in April 2025. Weezer 0, LAPD 1. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Oh, man. Somebody else. Wait. Someone in Weezer is straight? Oh, tough. But yeah, man. Terry says LAPD screwed the pooch again. Imagine that. There's no way that the Los Angeles Police Department could ever ever, ever, ever screw anything up. Paul says, OMG. Yeah, dude. Crazy. That's crazy. K-Dog, what's up? Bubba Army, baby. Bubba Army. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Well, moving on. I'll tell you, I don't know how I got in this rabbit hole, but somehow or another, and I put it in my notes. You know, I've always got show notes for doing these, and something will hit me, or I see some post or something that maybe I should expound on. Trust me, y'all only get what I think is the best of these insane scribblings, I'll call them. But I found this interesting. So I don't know where this rabbit hole comes from, but somewhere I heard it was maybe a clip, a reel, something that cheese, the reason that pizza places like Pizza Hut and all of that really thrive is because of the government. So all of this is from a cheesy government strategy is what I'm getting at. And I'm not talking about politics. I'm literally talking about actual freaking cheese, man. Actual cheese. The United States had so much extra cheese at one point that they were basically stockpiling it like we were going to war with Italy or something. I mean, I don't know what the point was. So this whole cheese crisis, I don't know what happened, but subsidies gone wild, you could say. Back in the day, the U.S. government thought dairy subsidies were a great idea. They did it with milk. If you can, some of you who are old enough, a lot of us listen, some of you maybe not, can remember all these milk ads. They still have milk ads with the white mustache. Part of the whole dairy deal, that's part of it too. But the United States government was sitting on a mountain of cheese, like literally over 500 million pounds of cheese were just chilling in storage back in the 80s and 90s. There's probably still some out there in a cave somewhere. Who knows? But instead of just throwing all that cheese away or selling it to mice or whatever, the USDA had a brilliant ass idea. Here's their brilliant idea. They created the Dairy Management Inc. Dairy Management Inc., one of the finest dairy establishments. Basically a secret cheese marketing squad is what it was. And they were tasked to solve the problem of doing what we do best in this country, convince people to eat their way out of it. You can eat your way out of it. Of course you can. Of course you can. So they teamed up with the rising pizza kings at the time, late 70s, 80s, definitely 90s. Pizza Hut, Domino's, Little Caesars, Papa John's later on, and any of the big chains. And they dropped the cheesiest marketing campaigns that you've ever seen. They helped to develop new menu items. They ran ads saying that cheese was fun and indulgent. They could never really say it was super healthy for you. We all know it isn't the healthiest thing, but God, isn't cheese good? But they pushed this extra cheese like it was some kind of a luxury product. And that's why everything in the 90s especially came with like triple cheese stuffed, or some kind of weird cheese lava explosion. I mean, just think about it. If you go back and you remember everything, cheese, and then more cheese and more cheese. But you know what? It freaking worked. Cheese consumption in the United States tripled since the 1970s. Pizza chains exploded. We're basically living in a cheese-based economy right now, all because Uncle Sam didn't want to throw out some cheddar in the 80s. Isn't that crazy? So, yeah, if you ever wonder why your pizza has 6 different kinds of cheese, now you know. You can blame the government, and you can also thank them, because without it, we might not have stuffed crust pizza. And that's a world I don't want to live in. You got to be careful with it, though. Riley loves him some stuffed crust pizza. He really does. He loves that stuff, and for whatever reason, lately I've been getting on it too. I've enjoyed the DiGiorno's stuffed crust pizza. It's so terrible for you, but I've enjoyed it. I mean, whatever. Terry Wayne, Pizza Hut in the 80s was the bomb. Dude, was it not? Was it not? And of course, a lot of you guys know that Terry Wayne he and I went to the same school. That Pizza Hut in Manny, number one, that Pizza Hut in Manny, Louisiana is still the truth. It's still damn good. They have to have half of the subsidies of this good rich cheese, but it was even better in the 80s and the 90s, and they had the buffet and it was just old school. It was like you remember those pizza joints. But I don't know how I learned about this or why. I mean, I know why I found it interesting. Somebody made an accusation, it could have been on Rogan, that the U.S. government funded this cheese thing, and I went, wait, what? That's no way. No way. Yeah. Yes. Yes way. Yes way, as they say. Yes way. Yeah, Paul says that he did not know that. I'd heard this stuff before, but I never really dug into it. But it seems as if that is the truth. That is the truth. I like cheese on pizza, but not mac and cheese. How the hell could you not like mac and cheese? It doesn't have cheese on it. I think I'm playing Paul. I don't think you mean it exactly like that. Y'all have any Pizza Hut buffets still around? Nick the Gun Guy asks. None that I know of. I can't think of any. It's possible. It's possible. I'm not going to lie, though. Pizza Hut, their Pizza Hut thin and crispy. You could put that up against any pizza that I've ever had. And I know that there's people that, I mean, over here playing and dabbling in the food space. And people are going to be like, what? I mean, dude, that's the first pizza I ever had. Those days in the 80s and 90s. I don't like a lot of dough. I'll totally eat it, but it makes me full and kind of bloated. And I like thin and crispy. Now I can eat a lot more of them. That's the problem. So that neither one are good, but I like thin and crispy with extra cheese. Speaking of extra cheese, they hooked me. They got me. I was a kid. I was one of their key demographics. If you remember, they had that whole Book It Club too, which was a lot of fun. Your incentive was to get a small personal pizza because you read some books. And that was fun, and I always wanted to get that. I totally remember doing that. Just goes back to incentives. That was put into schools. Book It was put into schools by the government to give away free pizzas. That's crazy, isn't it? If you think about that. Oh, look, real Southern Mama. Got to meet her this past weekend. Carmen, so nice to meet you. So nice. Her videos are amazing. You want some real Southern cooking? Watch her stuff. Thin and Crispy's her fave too. Love it. I love it. In fact, we had some Pizza Hut last night, which is not why I even started talking about this, but it's just, anyhow. Let's move on. I'll tell you what's crazy. People lost their dang mind over Smashburgers. So I've had a video it's 8, if you would say, whatever the cool kids say these days. But it was just a quick little video that we did, one of these lives, Tigs Tonight. And I simply asked the chat, because I knew I had some of the chefs in there and all, what is the best fat ratio for a Smashburger? And instead of a peaceful, helpful group of exchanges online, people lost their damn minds. I mean, they really have. So apparently showing a burger that wasn't smashed enough triggered something deep in people's souls. And I'm not going to lie. I wonder if I did that on purpose. Yeah, I did. I totally did it on purpose. But yeah, I have the video. I'm sure some of y'all have seen it. It's just really simple. What's the best fat ratio for Smashburgers? 80-20. As Brandon, and I did not give him credit. I feel so bad. It wasn't that I didn't mean to give him credit. I was just editing the video, and it didn't flow, but I should have popped it up. Brandon was Stirring the Pot podcast is the one who said that in the chat that night, and I just was reading it back, but I knew that it could maybe, it's kind of helpful just to know that. And the chat got crazy. Let's start with some haters. F them Smashburgers. F them Smashburgers. They're disgusting, he says. Look, Ken didn't mince word. Little Kenny. I'm not going to give y'all's last names. I ain't going to do you dirty because I don't want to go negative, but I got to read some of this because it made me laugh. Keep them coming. I think it's great. I think it's great, like Austin Dennis does with his little bowls. You know, who cares? Who cares? It's fun. I know Southern Mama, all y'all, you understand in the comments, and it's especially with cooking, but I got thick skin. I can handle it. I think it's fun. F them smash burgers. Mike says, why did we allow these kids to make this a thing? No one should make this horse stuff. You know, Mike typed this with grease on his keyboard, bro. I mean, come on, dude. And maybe a little fury in his heart. We have a top know-it-all. We have a top know-it-all. In that video, we talk about, they said it's very important to not mix your seasoning in there for texture style, which, number one, if we're talking about a smash burger, a little misconception. Of course, the video I show Rusty cooking a burger. I show the hybrid smash burger that Stir the Pot made. Neither of these videos were authentically like smash burgers with the smash it, thin patty, crispy, all that. So I expected to get a little bit of triggers from that, but not as many people really went into it. Still answered the question of, it's not important to mix, or it is very important to not mix your seasoning into your ground beef. You can use salt, get that in there, but then sprinkle the outside. That was neat. But they said it's important not to mix the seasoning because it changes the texture. I don't know what the hell they were trying to say. It's like, come on, dude. I didn't know. They said it is important. It doesn't make a difference is what they said. I don't know. I misread that one. Who cares? The top voice of reason in the whole deal is Daryl, our boy Daryl. I'll cook my meats however I want to cook my meats. Not everyone is the same, so stop trying to get everybody to cook burgers the same way. Not trying to get anybody to cook burgers the same way, Daryl. It's just meat, buddy. It's just meat. Somebody needs to give this guy Kettle Grill because he don't like smash burgers. Here's a weirdo for you. White people propaganda. That's what this is. No deadening. I don't even know what that means, Dexter. But blink twice if you're okay, dude. Blink twice. I don't know what language this is that you're trying to say, but it sounds like he summoned a demon with some grill tongs or something. I mean, this dude. Here's a runner-up weirdo. Brent. Important. So this guy's going to make fun of the way I say important because we in the South, somehow or another, I don't know how to get rid of it either, add a D to the word important. Important. There you go, Brent. There it said like a dumbass. Hope you feel better. I mean, obviously his phone fell off the counter mid comment. I respect his energy, but maybe use spell check, maybe get a nap. Got a supporter out there, though. There aren't many in this one. A good smash burger is not a hamburger. It's definitely a crisp little snack. So he gets it. And that's the whole thing. It was Smashburger. All of this on Smashburgers. I've gone entirely too long talking about this and giving the haters some stuff, but it made me laugh. The one argument that I can't accept with a Smashburger, there's, of course, you know, there's you're squeezing all of the juice out of the burger. You're getting rid of all of that. Whatever, you know. And I have friends that are complete proponents of that, and they just believe. I think they truly believe it. People say it's beef jerky, all that. Okay, if you don't like a smash burger, I can accept the fact that you don't like the texture of the thin, crispy patties. Not a problem with that. But the whole you smashed all the juice out argument, that's just dumb. I mean, I know that there's juice out there. Most of it's water, and yeah, whatever. You know how I feel about that. Gang, sorry I missed a lot of the chat. Let me catch up real quick, and then I know y'all been waiting on it. Yeah, they did that for the school. 80-20. There you go. Real Southern Mama's cooking. They don't know, says Boog. No doubt. Paul's laughing. Paul likes Southern accents. Well, I'm glad that you do because I can't shake it. I can't shake this one. It ain't going anywhere. That's for dang sure. That's for dang sure. But, all right. Let's get into the last little bit of stuff for the show as I'm pulling this up for you right now. So we have recorded, JR and I recorded our Bubba exclusive last night, which was, if you remember and you've heard it, it's now on our channels as well. You can check it out. But last week we recorded a show, the deconstruction of Tigs Bits. JR is going to start a solo show. We kind of made some propositions and proposals about what we wanted to happen out there and what was going to go on and all of that with Blasey. Blasey wasn't able to join us last week. He's on the road. He's got a new job, and he's just busy as all get out. So anyhow, we recorded part 2 last night. That will be dropping on Bubba here very, very soon. But I have a clip from it, and this is a little longer clip. This is a 4-minute clip. It's a big announcement. It's pretty much the way that we're going to be moving and the direction we'll be moving with all shows going forward. So we'll talk about this. I'll let y'all absorb it. Talk a little bit about the show. JR, it is kind of
enough about that. Yeah, so this show here, the Tigs Bits. Well, we talked about last week that we were, kind of laid out that I was going to do a new show. Brantley Tiggs wants to lean into doing more of the cooking aspect and the food stuff with his content, but we still wanted to keep Tigs Bits alive here on the Bubba network and for everybody who's tuned in and listened to this. And we implored Blasey to try to take the reins on that and figure out what the next move is. And he did in one way or another. He sidestepped us and he olayed us. And we both talked to him here today. I think I got a text. He has been slammed with work. He's got way too much going on, probably more than he needs to just in general, much less to be trying to do the show as well. So he's going to take a leave of absence and part ways with the show for now. And we hope he's back when he's able. But he got, as y'all heard on the show of the last couple months, he had that new job thing. He was a little worried about this and that. I don't know how much you guys heard because I don't know half the time if we're recording or not. I'm just always on, just assuming we're recording all the time.
That's so fair.
I just do.
Fair.
So I don't know how much you guys know or not, but we were having to move around for his stuff, and he was really just because he got a new job and he was doing some training. He didn't know about this. And was having to go here, and I mean, we've talked to him in a couple different cities and states the last couple of weeks. He's been traveling as much as I have. So he's just got to take a break for now. He's got too much going on. He's got the boys are all knee deep in ball practice and stuff. And I get it. So he's going to take a step back. Our workloads are more manageable for what we do right now. So we're going to keep this show alive. We don't know exactly what format and what all we're going to talk about every week or what, but we want some input on that. But our main goal is to churn out quality content, talk about the things that you guys and gals want to talk about and hear us comment on, have guests on that have meaning that come on so you can take something away from it, whether it's a laugh or a thought or a perspective on something. And still contribute with our brothers down in Tampa with Seth and Lummy and Bubba and all of the knuckleheads that down there, because I love them so much. They've helped us out so much, and we still want to interact with them and get something going with that deeper than what we have been lately, which I'm confident we will. I know actually I'm going to be down there in a few weeks, so I'm hoping to catch them there.
Nice.
See if someone will come out the show. But so anyway, nothing's going to change. Like we mentioned last week, the show's going to roll on, same bat time, same bat place, and it will morph into whatever the world lets it morph into. Would you say that was a fair assessment, Tim?
Dude, I couldn't say that any better. JR, that's perfect. That's exactly what it is. We peeled those onions back, the layers last week. We kind of pulled the curtains back and just let y'all in. That's what we're about to do now. Like JR and we've talked. We know this is happening. It is super fresh, but we haven't talked. And we kind of wanted to save our talk for this show, so that maybe there's some ideas. And that's exactly, you couldn't have said it any better, JR. We definitely want you, Bubba Army out there, you Tigs Wigs, you just listening that's never heard us before. Give us some ideas. I think this show's kind of new now. We've got a fresh new show. It's just going to be the two of us whenever we put these out. So,
and with our already condensed back to quality over quantity theory in podcasting, meaning if we come to the plate again with guests, we don't have to pick which show we want to try to put it on or how we're going to format it, all that. We just cut a podcast. Like we intended to do like you started Tigs Bits to do, and like I ever wanted to do podcasts and listen to them, is just to cut a podcast, just to rap about things that you find interesting and could enjoy the conversation, like an NPR, but not quite so nerdy. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just a hair under that where I can understand, good old boys can understand Southern perspective, the Southern culture.
There it is. There it is, gang. There it is. The bombshell has been revealed. What do y'all think? What do you think about this? Number one, I want to just say thank you to Blasey. What a ride we've had. There is zero animosity, or it had nothing to do with anything to do with the deconstruction of Tigs Bits. It had nothing to do with any of that or any of our meetings or anything. So I just want to say that we say that in that show as well, and that is the bottom line, and it is the truth. We're gonna miss that sucker, dude. There ain't no doubt about it. It's today I'm making thumbnails and doing stuff like that for the Bubba exclusive that's out. I sending it to Seth, all that. It really kind of started hitting me. But just like I told Blasey, I mean, man, we freaking did this thing in this little run that we had all together. We had a Super Bowl winning quarterback on. We had an American Idol winner. We had Marty freaking Smith, who's at the Masters right now. I mean, we had all of the DDP, all of these people in all of these shows, and then getting picked up with the Bubba Army and getting to start to do that, and now having new fans, many of which are in this room as we're doing this live. I mean, it's just been a blessing, and it's been so much fun. And a lot of these successes definitely come from Blasey and knowing his stuff and knowing with Bubba and bringing it on. So, I mean, I hate it, but I get it too. I mean, he's just been too dang busy and doing what he does. He's entertaining doctors and things like that at night. He can't do a podcast, and then he's busy during the day, and he can't do a podcast, and that's okay, man. That's okay. The door's always open. Like I told him, I went, dude, I know right now this is the decision 100%, and we're not even trying to be like, no, come on, man. Like he said, this is final, and I respect that, but he knows that the door is always open to come back in. I said, dude, if you can just hop in alive one night, because we're going to do more of those things. Like right now, gang, here's kind of just gonna let y'all know what's happening, what I plan on doing. Because I mean, it's Tig's show again here. We're going to go with my schedule, I guess. Number one, next week is my son's spring break, and probably not going to go live at all. I'm going to actually take a week off, gang. All of this news, all of this stuff. We've got shows out. We have a schedule that's now manageable for us to do this and make it all work. And I want to start just kind of, just like we said, we're going to dial back the frequency. We're going to dial up the quality a little bit. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to see that whenever you listen or watch the Bubba exclusive that we just did, and that'll come out next Wednesday on all of our channels. I'll mention this again, but it'll be on our Patreon. It's on our Patreon right now, actually. It just dropped at 8 o'clock. I'm going to start putting those there, and And here's a thing with that Patreon. Again, I'm going to mention this at the end because it's important to me. You can now jump on there, and it's $4.99. You can watch that. We will start putting those shows out ahead of time, and I see a lot of podcasts do this, but why not? If you want to get that exclusive jump on some of this, it's there. You can go watch it right now. And I'm going to restructure tiers. I'm going to start to do more and more things. Give me time. This isn't I'm going to do this. I am going to do this now that we're moving in a direction now. Everything's kind of starting to flow, and you'll hear it. You'll see it anyhow. Don't let me get off on a tangent here, but going to miss having Blasey be a part of the show and our little creative energy. I don't think we're done hearing from Blasey at all. I think he's just got to get everything wrapped up with work of what he's doing. We'll get him in here to interact. Let's see what you're saying, chat. Let's see what you're saying. Oh, first of all, what's up, Mr. Malcolm Rousey? Yes, sir. Got to meet Malcolm at the crawfish deal, stale crackers deal over the weekend. He was at the Farm to Fire tent. They were hosting him and lovely Miss Carmen. So nice to meet them. And I look forward to talking more and more about them and getting to know them. Oh, yes. What's up? Over the line. As I've said in the show, got to give you credit, sir. Got to give you props. Thanks for getting the video version of our show to start playing on Bubba. It's super, super helpful. Super helpful. Here we go, Mr. Kosteka. He's going to miss Blasey, but you can tell that he was overloaded with work and family. He was, man, and it was just hard. That was hard for all of us to be able, number one, and we talk about this, it's just so hard to get three people in the same room at the same time, and then the frequency of shows that we were needing to make and the things that we were doing, it just made it tough, if not almost impossible. And the guy over here who's producing it, it just made it difficult for me, especially. And we get into that on the show and all that, and it's okay. We all had great and good intentions of really wanting to make it dig in and work, and we all did, and we all have. But in order to make it in this day and age and in social media and doing all that, you got to go, and you can't have a hiccup really, and you can't for long. And we're just trying to make it work. JR and I have a whole new vision, a whole new direction now, and I think it's going to be, I know it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be more streamlined. I think y'all will appreciate that. Maybe tonight's not a good example of a show that's streamlined because we talked about a bunch of stuff, but I'm still going to talk about a variety of shows. That's still what I want Tigs tonight. That's what I want this show to be. Our Bubba exclusives, we're going to bring some of the best of this world, some of the best. I'm going to be doing stuff outside of the studio and outside of this long form content. I'm going to be doing restaurant reviews. There's cooking up. Got some stuff. I'm not, but I'm going to be doing some restaurant reviews soon. I'm not going to say with who. You could probably guess, but he and I are going to be going and doing some restaurant reviews, maybe making some collab videos together. I'm going to be doing that with some other folks too. So going to be doing more stuff, just not necessarily always here in the long form content format. But in that Bubba show, we can start to bring some of that best of that stuff in, play it in, bring some of the best of what JR's got coming in. Spoiler alert. He has Morgan Wallen's tour manager as his first guest on his podcast that is coming out very soon, within the next 3 or 4 days, hopefully. I mean, come on. So we're going to start to do some of that. We're going to have guests that'll come on too over on those Bubba exclusives. Basically what we're saying is like, we're just going to start making shows and we're just going to pump that content out to you. It doesn't really matter what brand or what it is. We're going to have fun, gang. We are going to have fun. Brian says that he will miss Blasey. He will miss Blasey. Yes, we absolutely are going to. Paul Rogers, Brother Paul, I understand that Blasey can't be here. He wishes him well, and hopefully we can see him again when he's available in cheers. I really, really, really don't think that we're done with seeing Blasey. I don't. Yes, sir. Malcolm says, Real Southern Mama's Cooking. Look, y'all go follow Real Southern Mama's Cooking, and for real, go follow her Facebook. She made this gravy, this sausage gravy. Like, I've not ever really known how to make it, and I got to quit drinking beer and eating, gang. It's an amazing thing. I love being a part of this food deal here in Louisiana. I'm running every day on an elliptical, and I'm not going to be able to outrun all this stuff. I don't need the biscuits and the gravy and the cornbread and the peas and the rice and God, it's hard to live here, gang. It is. It's just so much good food. So much good food. Malcolm says to keep hammering. You know I'm going to, brother. There ain't no doubt. Jason Hilton. All right. What's going on, Hilton? What's going on? Joe Stanton. Go Gators. Go Gators. Got to give a little quick congratulations to Paul Rogers and all you Florida Gator fans. I'm not a Florida hater when it comes to hoops. I'm not. What a damn game. What a great basketball game. If you like defense and maybe a little sloppy at times, to say the least, but great game. Heartbreaker for Houston, but who said Florida was going to win that whole thing? I don't remember. I'm not too sure. Hi. Who knew? All right, gang. I'll cook you a sausage, rice, and gravy. Yeah, you will. Shane. Yeah, you will. All right, gang. I'm going to get out of here. That's going to wrap up tonight's episode. It's been fun, as always. Appreciate the support. Very happy to see your reaction, to be honest with you, with that news. It's encouraging. I hope everybody enjoyed this chaos from Minecraft to Smashburger comments to the cheesy truth about our government and pizza restaurants. Again, I told you I'd remind you, if you want that inside scoop on this bombshell news, make sure that you're on our Patreon. It's just $4.99 a month for all of the exclusives, and that includes early access to everything, including this continuation of the deconstruction of Tigs Bits from that clip that I just showed you. So go check it out. We'll be adding some new tiers to this whole thing soon. So now's the time. Join, lock it in at that OG price. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'll catch you next time. Y'all stay awesome.